Well, thanks for watching Money and Main Street. Today, we're welcoming business leader and PR expert Bill Corbett Jr. to our CEO Sit-Down segment. Bill works with companies across the country and specializes in servicing Long Island. Thanks for joining us today, Bill.
Great to be here.
Well, today we're talking about removing distractions wherever possible for business and focusing on marketing. And you and I know this, business owners, I mean, the general public knows how bombarded we can be with messages, 4,000 to 10,000 messages each day.
Is that amazing? Those are billboards, those are advertisements, those are social media posts, they're text messages that come in and distract us. So we have to figure out strategies as business people. This isn't necessarily me wearing my PR person hat today. This is me as a business consultant and me as a business owner as well. How do I remove distractions? And there's some interesting tactics we can talk about.
And before we get to that marketing technology, you mentioned to me that it's changing constantly. Is it important to track it as a business owner of any size business?
Oh, absolutely. You have to learn what's hot and what's not and what's new and how you can utilize it. You know, the changes that have taken place with Facebook, for example, how Facebook pages for businesses aren't as effective as they were a couple years ago because it's a pay-to-play situation. How is mobile being used more effectively? And you have to really study this. That's what we do in the marketing profession. We're constantly studying this, so that's why we're able to make recommendations and bring that information to business owners, whether it's people that I work with or through speaking engagements and other things. I feel like I want to educate people about it.
Well, we are benefiting from your research and all that you're studying. So let's get some practical ideas and tips to take control of your business and marketing.
Right. So you really need to set aside time for marketing, but everyone says, oh, I don't have enough time. There's not enough time in my day. It's a problem that's ubiquitous. Everybody has this problem. But the studies have shown that, one, if you write things down and put it on a task list, write it down. One, and then two, it's much more practical and more effective when you can actually put those really, really important tasks on your calendar. Put it on the calendar, block off about an hour or 2 hours to get that done. Make sure it's the marketing stuff, because a lot of times that's put on the back burner. Make it a priority, because what does marketing do? Marketing grows your business. If you're not actively involved with it, your business doesn't have the opportunity to grow, or if it grows, it's growing by luck and some other things.
Is that the first step, just writing down your priorities, task lists, in terms of getting a whole plan together?
Studies have shown, but more effectively, putting those priority tasks on a blocked off point on your calendar. I'm going to do this during this point in time. And then when you're in that moment, you got to create the right environment to make sure it's as productive as possible.
All right, so talk about creating the right environment, one that removes distractions, the physical and digital, you tell me.
Right, physical and digital. We'll start with digital, since we're all involved in this digital world. You know, so what do? I'm not the best example, but this is some things you can do. Take your smartphone, put it in another room. I'm sitting in front of my monitor. I turn off my email. I turn off my social media. I turn off any way I can be distracted. And then I create an environment such as, hey, if I think I'm going to get thirsty, I have my water there. If it's too cold, I turn up the heat. I make it so that there's no reason why. My phone's off too. Right? I make it so there's no distractions, and I can focus during that period of time on getting done what I need to get done. Even light, even sound. There's even times I put earplugs in my ears so I don't hear noises out there and get distracted. And there's other things we can do as well.
Well, I was just going to say, it's a little easier to do that in your office in the confines of your own space versus an open working environment. So how do you train your staff and your team members to do this? Well,
number one is we assign tasks. Like we said, we make people block off time, and then we let everybody know about it. We let everybody know, hey, Jen's going to work on this, or Jeff's going to work on this, so that way they have their time, I have my time, and we also train each other not to interrupt each other during those periods of time. Only if it's an emergency.
I was going to say, something big is happening.
I'm in the PR world, so things are happening all the time. But you know what? If it can wait an hour, it can wait till that period of time I blocked off is done, then that's the rule. Wait until it's done. And it's proven to be very effective.
I was just about to ask you that. So in terms of removing distractions and trying to achieve that, what do the studies show in terms of success rates?
Well, first of all, let's look at distractions itself. It's an average of 23 minutes to get back into the zone if someone comes in and distracts you. Can you imagine that happens to you 3 times a day? That's almost an hour and a half of time that you got out of your zone, and you're not able to actually do what you got to do. So there's a lot of different studies, but it's been proven that people who have focused time will get more done, and that's really what the objective here is.
And these takeaways are good for not only your marketing team, but really all of your employees and your talent. So give us the 3 takeaways we like to give our viewers, those bullets on removing distractions effectively.
Well, I think it's 1, you create that environment, 2, you set up the rules, and 3, you understand what you want to get accomplished during that period of time when distractions could take you away from that. You want to do whatever you can to make those items that are on your to-do list on your to-done list.
Especially when you're out on the road, too, I would imagine.
Yeah, out on the road, maybe you can go to a Starbucks and practice some of these similar things. Sit in the corner, sit with your headphones on, or whatever you're going to do. You can create this environment almost anywhere, but not everywhere.
You can be razor sharp if you put your mind to it. Okay. Thank you very much, Bill Corbett of Corbett Public Relations. We always enjoy having you on. And stay right where you are. We'll be right back with more Money in Main Street after the break.